Good evening to everyone. Today, day 5 of our MCOM entrance online free coaching. So today we have two sessions. One is on general knowledge and current affairs, and the another session is information technology. So we have two different resource persons who will be dealing today's session. The first session is on general knowledge and current affairs by Dr. K. Mallikarjuna Rao sir. So before giving the session to the sir, I just want to give a brief introduction about this sir. He is currently working as an assistant professor of commerce at Government City College, Nayapur, Hyderabad. He served at Government Degree College, Hyderabad, and also Government Degree College, Kukatpalli. He also worked at Padavala Ramareddy College of Commerce and Management, Hyderabad, as associate professor and served in various capacities as head Department of Business Management. Dr. Rao obtained his postgraduate degree in Commerce and Business Administration from Sri Krishna Devaraya University, Anantapuram, and his PhD in Commerce from Sri Krishna Devaraya University. He has also qualified for UGC NET in Commerce and Business Administration, and also sir has cleared Andhra Pradesh State Eligibility Test, that is called APSET in Business Administration, conducted by Osmania University. Dr. Rao has 13 years of teaching experience in the field of commerce and business administration and has presented several papers at various national seminars and international conferences. And he has published 35 research papers in national and international journals. His areas of interest are corporate finance, investment analysis, and portfolio management and financial derivatives. This is a very brief introduction about our great resource person. Now, sir, Mallikarjun sir, over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for introduction. So, good evening, friends. So, today's topic is general knowledge and current affairs. The 10 marks are allotted for this topic. So, here the topic is very wider topic and there is no boundary. General knowledge and current affairs, particular to commerce and economics. So, it's a wider subject and the area is also very wider. We can't expect 10 questions that covered on which area, either banking sector, stock and finance sector, the economy sector. Okay, but as my attempt is based on the previous question paper, I am going to deliver most important areas like banking sector, finance committees, planning, Niti Aayog, and also inflation, and recent current affairs last year till date. What are the major current affairs related to economics and commerce industry? Okay, so let's start with the very important one is we can expect one important question on banking sector. I will start my session starts with banking sector. Recently, banks have completed 15 years of journey. So first nationalized bank is first in 19 July 2019 to the 50 year celebrations. Okay, so 1914 and 1950-1992 till date, around 15 years are completed. So what happened in Indian banking sector past 50 years? The first 1949 RBI was nationalized with effect its 1st January 1949. Okay, so on the basis of recommendation, on the basis of the RBI Transfer of Public Ownership Act 1948, these was nationalized. So it is purely a central bank, like every nation has its own central bank. American central bank is called as a federal bank, like Australia Bank, Reserve Bank of Australia. Like every country has its own centralized bank to monitor the all supply of money and money supply and demand. So we can expect a question in related to SBI. So what is the previous name of SBI? So anyone can expect what is the previous name of SBI?
Sir, Bank of Calcutta?
No, ma, it's not Bank of Calcutta. Previous name of SBI, State Bank of India is the previous name. So it was nationalized in the year 1955. The bank previous name is Imperial Bank of India. Okay. So earlier, the SBI has 7 subsidiary banks like State Bank of Hyderabad, State Bank of Maharashtra, State Bank of Travancore, right? Like there are so many 7 subsidiary banks are there. Now all banks are merged in State Bank of India. Now there is only one State Bank of India. We'll discuss later what are the banks are merged. In the 1956, so next year, the LIC was also nationalized. Okay, so which year LIC was nationalized? No? Which year? 1956. LIC was nationalized. It is an emerging topic. Recently, LIC is also issued IPO, right? Initial public offer. It is in the current affairs when LIC was established and when it was nationalized. The recently LIC is in news because of it is IPO. So second, 1969 in July 19, right? There are 14 banks was nationalized. In the at that time the prime minister was Srimati Indira Gandhi. She was nationalized 14 banks. So earlier, majority of the banks is under the private administration, private people ownership. So she identified those banks are deposits are more than 50 crores. These banks are nationalized. So we can expect the question in which year the 14 banks were nationalized. That is 1969. And what is the deposit criteria is 50 crores. And who was the prime minister when the banks were first time nationalized? The answer is Indira Gandhi. So like we can frame 3 questions related to these 14 banks. Okay. The second time in the year 1980, again the prime minister was Indira Gandhi. She was nationalized 6 more private banks as a nationalized banks. So what are the causes? What are the causes behind to nationalize these banks? So previously the banks is under monitoring administration of the private people. So the operations are very limited, right? They will focus on the only rich people. Transactions very limited. Only profitable area they established branch. So banking services are available only for upper class people. So like there are so many limitations. The branches are very limited. So like what she did is these are the major causes to sink the banking sector with the goal of socialism. Means every household has its own bank account. See, unbanked people will be linked with banking services. Okay, so like promoting agriculture sector. So enough to ensure enough funds, development fund to plan growth of country. Like we followed planning system, right? Every 5 years plan. So like Indira Gandhi said, they identified that the banks are playing a very important role to eradicate poverty and increasing the financial inclusion in rural areas. The banks are very necessary. Because region in 1975 also RRBs was established. Even financial institutions 1948, IFC Indian Financial Corporation established, IDBI established, ICIC was established. Okay, like so many financial institutions were established for different purposes. One is rural bank purpose. NABARD is also established to promoting the refinancing the rural banks. Okay, SIDBI was established to promoting small scale industries. So like so many banks were established for a specific purpose. Okay, so what are the benefits? Say in the year 1969, there was only 8,000 plus banks are there. But in 1979, 30,000 the number is increased. The twofold number is increased. And very important thing is the priority sector lending. So whatever the deposits are there, these deposits are giving the priority as a loan. Right? So 40% net bank credit to agriculture sector and micro, medium, small enterprises, household, education, and weaker section. So for example, as a depositor, if you deposit 100 rupees, out of 100 rupees, 40 rupees as a given to loan for these agriculture sector, small and micro enterprises, housing, education, and weaker section. So remaining 60%, out of 60%, around 22% goes to the either CRR, SLR, right? The remaining amount will go to the big corporates or enterprises. So what is the significance of these investment in the banking government sector, government securities, like Government of India, on behalf of Government of India, RBI issued these so many government securities, is also called as gilt securities. Okay, gilt securities. Gilt means the purity. Gilt securities. So who is assured? The government is assured. And also on behalf of government, RBI is also issued treasury bills. Okay, there are different types of treasury bills. 91 treasury bills, 182 treasury bills, and 365 treasury bills also there. So who are the participants and the treasury bills? The banks and also financial institutions are investing the amount. So job opportunities also see the drastic change in the banking network automatically. Employment is also increased. Number of branches increase automatically. The trainers, people required, cashier required, manager required. Okay, see that the loan like the length is increased, the employment is also increased. So after this, what are the effects? See that the complex structure of interest rates. So earlier days, the interest rates are fixed. So if you go before 1991, all banks have the same kind of interest rates. But in the recommendations of nursing home committee, so every student has remember the nursing home committee is the very most important when talk about any bank. Without nursing home committee, there is no banking reforms. Because of these recommendations of nursing home committee, now we are seeing in the internet and banking system reforms, various interest rate, priority lendings, okay, branch benches increases. So he played a very important role in banking sector reforms. Okay, nursing home committee reports. He has given two different kind of reports in two different periods. Low profitability, under lending, so low efficiency. So like the banks have very important role. Why 50 years, right? 50 years celebrations. So we the examiner can expect the question like when banks were nationalized and what are the banks are made. So after this, we go for wait a minute. Right. So we can expect the question. In previous year, they expected a question. Is it my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Where is the headquarter of RBI? RBI headquarter?
Bombay.
Bombay. So Bombay is also called as the financial capital of India, right? Is a financial capital of India. Am I right?
Sir.
Okay. So where is the headquarter of SEBI?
Bombay.
It's
Bombay,
sir. So where is the headquarter of BSE? Is the Bombay Stock Exchange?
Same Mumbai, sir.
Yes, same Mumbai. So where is the headquarter of NSE, National Stock Exchange?
Mumbai, sir.
No, National Stock Exchange.
New Delhi, sir.
Yes, exactly. It's in New Delhi. So surprisingly, what we can do is we selected as Bombay is the right answer. Okay. So regarding to what is the full form of IRDA? What is the full form of IRDA?
Insurance Regulatory Development Authority of India, sir.
So where is the headquarter of IRDA?
IRDA Hyderabad, sir.
Hyderabad is a Gachibowli, right? It's a Gachibowli headquarter. So what is the role of, see, we can expect the questions. See what is the examiner may ask the question, what is the full form of SEBI? When it was established? What are the functions of SEBI? So what is the role of this IRDI? So where is headquarter? Okay. So what is PFRDA? PFRDA?
Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority.
So it is also headquartered in these is promoting and monitoring and regulating pension schemes. Okay, the headquarter is New Delhi. So NABARD, we know that NABARD is established in 1988. It functions in 1992. So where is headquarter? The headquarter of NABARD is Bombay. Okay. SIDBI, right? SIDBI was established in the year 1975. What is the SIDBI headquarter? It's Lucknow. SIDBI headquarter is Lucknow. Right? National Housing Banking headquarter is New Delhi, and Association of Mutual Funds AMFI. So AMFI headquarter is Bombay. So like we can expect the question is headquarter and who is the regulator authority of insurance, who is the regulator of the stock market, and who is the regulator of capital markets, who is the regulator of banking sector, and who is the regulator of financial pension funds, who is the regulator of rural finance, rural developments. Okay, so like we can expect the question out of these, at least one question we can expect. Okay, and apart from this RBA, what are the subsidiaries of RBA? See here, the first, what is the first one? We can expect this one, this abbreviation or full form. So what is the DACGC? It's a news recently. DAC.
Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation of India.
Yeah. So anyone can explain? Yashwant, do you know what is this DACGC?
Sir, I don't know exactly.
So it is
For
deposit.
deposits in the banking sector, I think, sir.
Yeah, deposit insurance, right? Deposit insurance, Credit Guarantee Corporation of India is subsidiary. For example, if the Jashwant deposit in a bank in a 5 crores, but the bank is bankrupt, right? So bank will give only 5 lakhs only. The deposits are 5 crores Jashwant. If the bank is bankrupt or it's insolvent, like in it's go for in like Sri Lanka, the bank will pay only up to 5 lakhs only at a single branch. Okay. So if you deposit 100 crores, 200 crores, if the bank is bankrupt or bank insolvent, you are eligible to get only up to 5 lakhs. Okay. I think, am I right? It is clear? What is this deposit insurance? Earlier days, why it is news is, earlier it is 1 lakh. Earlier 1 lakh, now it's increased to 5 lakh.
It has increased to 5 lakh, I think, sir.
Yes, it is increased because it is in the news. Okay. Because it is the news, we can expect the question, what is the limit of this DICGC? The second one is Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited. So see that we are in recently, we have talked about this note bandi, right? Demonetization, right? Because at that time, it is Bharatiya Reserve Bank Note Mudra Private Limited is also established to printing the currency. And Reserve Bank of India Information Technology Private Limited is also established. It is also subsidiaries of RBI. So see that we talked about Google Pay, Phone Pay, RuPay, so many currencies. It is under this. These subsidiaries monitoring all these transactions. Okay. And financial services, financial technology and allied services, this is also one of the major. We can expect one question, either abbreviation of this out of 4, we can expect 1. Okay. And after this, we can expect one more important thing is, who is she? She is also in recent news. First woman chairperson of SEBI. Who is she? Madhubai Puri Buch. She is the first woman chairperson of SEBI. So what is the full form of SEBI? What is the full form of SEBI?
Securities
Exchange Board of India, sir.
Exchange Board of India.
She is the first woman, and we can expect one question: who is the SEBI chairperson? Okay.
Sir, when was RBI come into existence, sir?
RBI. It is 1935, but it's also surprisingly, Yashwant is RBI is also central bank for Burma certain period, even Pakistan. Our central
yes,
bank.
Sir. For the partition, I came to know, sir.
Yes.
Before the partition, it was the head of the banks in Burma and Pakistan and some countries also, sir.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So after this, we can accept the question is what is SLR? Okay. What is the percentage of SLR? We can expect one question, what is SLR? Why? Because recently every 2 months, RBI is announcing these policy rates, right? What is SLR? What is CRR? Anyone, what is CRR? What is CRR? Cash reserve ratio. Here this one, Jashwant is deposited 1,000 rupees in a bank, and bank is deposited 60 rupees in RBI. If it is 6%, right? Now my simple question is, if RBI, right, and bank SBI, for example, this is SBI, deposited 60 rupees in RBI, right? RBI is paying any interest on these 60 rupees? Am I clear? Jashwant deposited 1,000 rupees in State Bank, and the State Bank is deposited 60 rupees in RBI. My question is RBI paying any interest on these 60 rupees or not? Please mute.
Sir, it's paying interest, I think, sir.
No, they won't pay any interest of 60 rupees.
Okay.
It's a free cash of RBI. Okay. CRR cash reserve ratio and SLR statutory liquid ratio. Here see that out of these 100 rupees, 60 rupees already deposited in CRR So whatever the remaining amount is there, out of 20%, we change it is 18.5%. I'll show you. So are deposited in a securities. 200 rupees deposited in securities, government securities, most probably government securities. So here banks can get some interest. In CRR, they can't any interest, but SLR, the banks get some interest rate. So see that the total amount, CRR plus SLR, the total amount 200 rupees. The remaining amount will be distributed for individual, corporates and loan in terms of loan. But these 740 rupees are based on the priority lending they are distributing. Priority lending they are distributing. So what is repo rates? What is repo rate? Anyone? What is reverse repo? What is repo rate, ma? What is full form of repo?
Repurchase rate.
Yes, repurchase price, right? Repurchase price. So whatever the bank has some sufficient funds, surplus funds, these funds are deposited in a bank through a government security firm. The banks will RBI giving some interest rates. So whereas it's opposite in reverse repo rates, right? The banks will take some amount from RBI. The RBI will charge some amounts. Interest rate. So naturally, these are the current rate. Please write down or remember. We can expect this. The present CRR. What is the present CRR rate? Recent rate is 4.5%. So earlier SLR. What is the SLR percentage, ma? Present percentage SLR is 18%. And the repo rates, policy repo rate 5.4 and reverse repo rate 3.35. Okay. So like we can expect one question on repo rate and reverse repo rate and what are the percentages. In last year also they asked one question on what is the percentage of CRR. Okay. And see who is our present RBI governor. Who is the present RBI governor? Shaktikant Das. The members of 4 committee is a governing body committee. So we can expect one question of these recently bank mergers, right? So National Bank of India, Punjab, PNB, right? PNB is the second highest bank branches and net worth after SBI, right? So what are the banks are merged in Punjab National Bank? Anyone? I think it's visible. A banks merge PNB lo?
Sir, Union Bank of India and Oriental Bank of
Yes,
Commerce.
OBC and Union Bank of India merged with Punjab National Bank and Union Bank, and also what are the banks that merged in Union Bank? Andhra Bank.
That is Andhra Bank and Corporation Bank, sir.
Yes. Okay. Indian Bank plus Allahabad Bank. The Canara Bank plus Syndicate Bank. Like recently, the 10 banks amalgamated into 4 entities. We can expect one question in which bank is merged in which bank. Okay. So this is last year in news. So these are the top 10 banks in India. Okay. So SBI, the second one is Punjab National Bank. So like according to their net worth. So after this, we are going to discuss the relating to stock markets. So what is the full form of Nifty? What is the full form of Sensex? So how many stocks it comprises? Right. So Nifty is a national index. What is the full form of Nifty? National 50 is basically a national 50 and we call as a Nifty. So actual Nifty full form is S&P CNX Nifty ma. S&P CNX Nifty. But we call as a Nifty. Right? So what is S&P? It's a Standard and Poor. The Standard and Poor is a world famous rating agency. So they are providing assistance to framing these indices or what we call benchmark. So it comprises how many stocks? Nifty consists of how many stocks?
50, sir.
50 stocks. Whereas Sensex consists of 30 stocks. So these 30 stocks, 50 stocks are called blue chip stocks. Blue chip stocks are top gearing stocks, top notch stocks. Okay, top gearing stocks. And earlier we discussed the headquarters of NSE is New Delhi and BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. BSE is Bombay. So it was established in the year 1995. It was framed in the year 1986. It's not established in the established in their old is India's oldest stock market is BSE. But this Sensex was framed in the year 1986. Earlier it was only 1,100. It is 1,000. Okay. Am I clear regarding this Nifty and Sensex? We can expect one question. Nifty consists of how many stocks and Sensex consists of how many stocks? This is headquarter. Okay. Then the world famous stock markets. These world famous stock markets, right? New York Stock Exchange, the first, NASDAQ, and London Stock Exchange, Tokyo, Shanghai. Right? We can expect Bombay Stock Exchange. The number is 9 recently. It is recently in the news. So after this, we'll discuss some of these important areas, important questions we can expect related to stock markets. Oh, wait a minute. Is it my screen is visible? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it's visible.
So what is mean by buy? What is mean by sell in related to stock markets? Okay. And we can expect the question is what is mean by bid? What is mean by ask? Anyone can tell what is mean by bid? Bid is buying price, right? And ask is selling price. And what is the spread? We can expect the question is spread. The spread difference between buy and bid and ask. The bid ask is spread is we call as spread nothing but the difference between bid price and ask price is called as a spreads. Okay. So what is a bull market now? What is the bull market? Where the condition is
expected to rise, sir.
Is a rise, right? The prices will rise. See the bull. The bull is pushing in up, right? So what is the bear? What is the bear? The bear market is prices will
Falling the price.
fall. See, because of its food, because of its food, it will press the market. Don't go up. The all prices will be fall. The prices will be fall, but various reasons. So what is order limits? Which is order limit, price execute order limits also, right? We talked about this, what we call order prices, right? So what is execute? The price execute, right? If it is a buying price and selling price, both are matched, the order is executed, right? If it is not matched, that good till cancelled order. So if your order if is not matching for buying price, selling price, after this stipulated period or stipulated period, the automatic order is cancelled. So what is the stock market timing? Actually, stock market timing is, what is stock market timing, ma? Is a 3:30. Okay, is a pre-order 3:30. So what is volatility? The volatility is nothing but the fluctuation of these prices. It's a moving, is a drastic movement in the stock prices. Volatile is a movement, either positive movement or negative movement. So positive movements always is a preferred, right? In the stock market, the positives are, we'll see. See the what is mean by liquidity? The liquidity we can easily convert into cash. You know what is the liquidity under working capital management, all this. So trading value, how much, what is the trade and a particular day, and it's a going long and average down. We see that always stock market see that 52 weeks high, 52 week low. Okay, and capitalization, public floats, authorization. What is IPO? So IPO in recent news, right? Because of this LIC. So we can expect a question IPO, right? What is IPO full form? What is IPO full form, ma?
Initial price offering, sir.
Yes, initial price offering. Right? It is in news because of LIC. And the second offering and blue chip stocks. So what are the blue chip stocks? So recently I told you the blue chip stocks. So blue chip stocks, blue chip stocks name? What are the
Nifty 50 stocks, sir.
Yes, Nifty 50 stocks and Sensex 30 stocks are called.
Say 30 stocks.
Yes, is called as a blue chip stocks. What is Forex? The Forex is a foreign exchange are involving the various currencies like pound, dinar, yuan. Okay, and we call as a British pound, GBP, right? Great Britain pound. So what is hedging? The hedging is hedges funds, and mutual hedges nothing but we are eliminating the risk. And we can expect one question on what is the full form of ADRs? Anyone? ADR? ADR. What is ADR? What is SDR? Special drawing rights?
American Depository Receipts.
Yes. Okay. Right? Do you know masala bonds? Masala bonds. Do you know the masala bonds? What is masala bonds?
No, sir. No idea.
Yes, the masala bonds are Indian company. They can they can issue the bonds in foreign stock markets in terms of rupee. Our bonds are listed in their countries and we sell the bonds in rupee valuation. Is called masala bonds. Okay, FTs, and see that beta. So beta is a relationship between the price movement of one stock to and other stocks. So is purely called as a systematic risk. So stock market beta is always 1. Market beta is always 1. So market beta nothing but Nifty beta, and we will compare individual stock beta. It's a price movement, how their prices are moving. If the market moves, SBI moves, or market down, SBI is down. What is the relationship between the stock market or Nifty to stock SBI? So that we'll see in this beta. And see this exchange. Right, the time up, and we know the dividend, what is execution, and what is the portfolio. You can expect a question, what is the portfolio? What is the portfolio, man? Don't put all eggs in one basket, right? So portfolio is a combination of securities, combination of investments. Okay, so why we need a portfolio? To avoid this risk, and also we can increase our returns. So that is portfolio. And you know what is yield? What is yield? Yield is return on investment on investing in a fixed securities. So what is sector? In a sector, there are so many sectors are there. IT sector, banking sector, ERD sector, pharma sector, telecommunication sector, like various sectors are there. Okay. So these are 440 very important questions relating to stock market. So after this, we'll move to your part. Wait a minute. I will show you. You have to answer the questions. Right. Starts. So what is the first question answer?
Sir, screen is not visible, sir.
Wait. Within 1 minute, ma'am. Right. What is the first question answer? Who is monitoring the Indian capital markets? Who's control Indian stock markets? Your options are SEBI, RBI, IRDA, and NABARD.
IRDA.
Oh, capital market.
SEBI, sir. SEBI.
Okay, capital market is a long-term market, right? Long-term market is monitored by the SEBI. SEBI is a watchdog of the security markets. Okay, so we discuss this. The first woman chair was SEBI, right? So, what are the reasons? What are the causes not responsible for the up or downs in the stock markets? So rainfall definitely. Why? Because Indian economy is based on agriculture economy. If the rains are good, naturally it gives a boosting for market up because of the agriculture base, yield base, fertilizer base. Monetary policy also impact, and the political stability also impact. The fourth one is none of the above. So remaining three are influencing our stock markets, either domestically or internationally. So now the question is, how many companies are included in Sensex? How many
30.
companies?
30, sir.
30.
sir.
What about Nifty?
50,
50,
sir.
sir.
50.
50, sir.
Right. So which of the following is not a credit trading agency? Credit trading agencies are CRISIL, ICRA, CARE. Nikkei is a benchmark of Japanese. Benchmark nothing but is a market proxy. So it is like we call as a Nifty and Sensex. So Nikkei is Japanese stock market indices. So right answer, see that Japanese stock exchange, Nikkei. So which of the following term does not belong to stock exchange? So NAV, what is NAV? What is NAV, ma?
Net asset value.
Yes, superb. NSC and IPO. And APO is not related to stock market, it is related to knowledge processing unit, outsourcing. Okay. Wait a minute. And which of the following might be a Caesar, right? We already discussed, see global and factors. So what is SP 500? What is SP? Already I told you what is SP. What is SP? What is the full form of SP? Standard and Poor. Standard and Poor is world famous rating agency. Okay, I told you the Nifty full form is S&P CNX Nifty. but short form we call as a Nifty. So it is a stock exchange of US. Is a right. So what is KPO is not belongs to KPO is not belongs to, and see. So what is FTSE 100 index? So like it is index rated to UK, United Kingdom. So our index is BSE and NSE. So how many stocks included is over already. So this is also over. So Nifty was established in the year, Nifty nothing but National Stock established 1993. So see that the history. So before Nifty, all stock markets are only led by this BSE. So BSE is basically is a private limited firm. So how to protect investors' interest? So 91 reforms, LPG reforms, and see the SEBI was established. Because of the reforms, SEBI was established in the 1996. Nifty is the NSE, National Stock Exchange, also established to control and also to monitor, to protect investors' interest, to encourage the people to invest in stock markets. So it is bull markets. So what is a CRISIL? So India Index Service and Products Limited is a joint venture of NSE and CRISIL. So derivative contracts, it's a very tough. See, in India, Nifty and Sensex are calculated on the basis of this one. So Nifty, Sensex calculated based on the free float capitalization model. Okay. So everything is online system is there. Just you can download app and you can buy and security stocks based on this, right? Broker app. So what is break even put option, call option? I will share this document. I share this everything in. Just after this, we'll move to current affairs. The time is very limited. So no, capital market is talked about is long-term market. Money market is short-term markets. Okay. So money market, the regulators, major regulators are RBI. Okay. The major players are commercial banks are major players in money markets. So what are the money market instruments? Yes, what are the money market instruments?
The treasury bills, commercial
Yes,
paper.
Yes, ma. I will show you within 2 minutes that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I will show you that money market, capital market instruments. We can expect one question on money market instruments. Right. Right. You can see here, financial markets are financial markets, money market, capital market. Money market is a short-term market, and capital market is long-term market. Is up to 5 years and deals with what are the instruments. So the money market instruments are treasury bills, commercial paper, certificate of deposits, right? Call money markets between 1 day to 14 days, and is an unorganized sector. Indigenous bankers are money lenders. Hundis are there. So treasury bills are told you treasury bill. The government of India, by used by the government to fulfill the short-term requirements, liquidity position, government of India issued 14 days treasury bills. 14 days is the auction base. 91 days treasury bills, 182 treasury bills, 364 treasury bills. So which money market instrument is unsecured? Which is secured, which is unsecured? The treasury bills are secured and commercial papers are unsecured, and commercial bills are also very unsecured. Certificate deposits are secured, is a negotiable instrument. Okay, and hundis are there. So what is primary markets and what is secondary markets? The primary markets are, see that IPOs, old issue market is secondary market. What are the financial intermediaries? You can identify which one is not financial intermediaries. Merchant banks, mutual fund, leasing companies, venture capital, all other. Okay, so we can expect one question on this. What is the full form of IPO? We know, everyone knows. What is the full form of FPO? We can expect one question now. What is the full form of FPO? What is the full form of FPO?
Follow
the public offer.
Yes. Okay. Follow public offer. We know that this one, but examiner may ask this one with the full form. Okay. And what is the preferential issue? The preferential issues may be issued to the specific group, either individuals or venture capitalists or companies or any persons. Nothing but is a private equity. The right issues. What is meant by right issue? Right issues are given only for existing shareholders. So that is happening in LIC. So LIC is given the first priority for policy holders, right? Private placements, the limited groups are there. So here the secondary market and BSE, NSE, OTC markets available. Okay. And see the derivatives, forward contract, future contract, options are there. Call option, put option, swaps. Okay. Currency swaps and interest rate swaps also there. BSE, there are so many. BSE was established in the year 1875. Is the oldest stock market. BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. More than 50,000 stocks are listed, and the major stock indices are Sensex and BSE 100, BSE 200, and BankX, Bank Nifty. Right? There is BSE Nifty, BSE Reality, BSE Banking, right? BSE IT. Like there are so many sectoral indices also available. So Nifty, S&P 100 is also available. And see these MCX. What is MCX full form? What is MCX full form?
Multi-commodity exchange of India.
So this was established in the year 2003. Is the stock market of all the commodities like sugar, turmeric, okay, pulses, all are listed. So it's also listed in the currencies, also forex currencies. Over the counter exchange established 1990, and it became operated in 1992. So regional stock exchanges now Kolkata Stock Exchange, Pune Stock Exchange. Now there is no Bombay Stock Exchange. So very important question is what are the function? See, already I told you the very important body, very important person is Narsimhan. Okay, Narsimhan is a very important person in banking sector reforms. Okay, so his recommendation only SEBI was established in the year 1988. It was established in 88. But it may have function is 1992 onwards after liberalization only. It will protect both primary market as well as secondary markets. So if any company want to issue any share, they have to approach first is SEBI, and SEBI will monitoring all the activities, starting with IPO, starting with prospectus, companies, clauses, everything is they monitor. Then only they can give a permission to issue the shares. So like we can expect one question here. What we call ADRs, what is the flow of ADR, what is full form of IDR, what is IDR?
Indian Depository Receipts.
Yes, ma'am. What is GDR?
Global Depositing Receipt.
Yes. So similar way, exchange, foreign exchange. Recently, we are some news are there regarding this SWIFT, right? SWIFT after this crisis. Now this is UK crisis. So wait a minute. So now we move to current affairs now. Right? We move to current affairs for last 6 months. We can expect any one question related to this current affairs. Okay. So current affairs we can expect. So regarding these schemes, enhancement of competition in capital goods sector. So what are the capital goods and why these very important? Minister of Heavy Industries. Enhancement of competition of goods, and we can expect one question on related to MSME. So recently, Startup Villages Entrepreneurship Program was launched by this MSME Ministry. Okay, so here it is related to International Women's Day 8th, right? February 8th, March 8th, right? March 8th. So new scheme was launched. What is the scheme name? What's the new scheme? Samarth. So these are Samarth related to which sector, which ministry is under. So what is the purpose of this Samarth? So it is under MSME to 20% seats in free skill development program for especially in existing women entrepreneurs. Okay. And one more thing is we can expect one question on micro, medium, small enterprises. So when we cover what is the limits? What is the limit of this micro? And what is the limit of small? What is the limit of medium? So recently after this pandemic, this definition was changed. Okay, so you can expect one question on what is the limit of this micro, what is the limit of small, what is the limit of medium. Definitely we can expect one question. It is in the news because of recent changes. And also after this, so we can expect one question on what is the full form of this export promotional capital goods. What is the full form of EPCG? We can expect one question full form. And after this, we can expect one question is related to banking sector. Okay, digital banking units. Okay, RBI recently released the guidelines for digital banking units. We know that Rupee, Google Pay, WhatsApp Pay, there's so many apps are there, right? It is all under how we can protect. So what are the bank saving accounts? What are the liabilities? What are the assets? And see that fee money, right? Neo. So there are so many platform neo banking systems are there. So under it is also RBI established. So recently, fiscal management it is under monetary system. So recently economic growth. So what is the recently budget is also there in the month of March, February first week, and highest the government how the rupee will come. So 35% would come through borrowings. So what is the major expenditures? The expenditure is 20% will spend for payment of interest. So this is rupee comes, rupee goes. So where is the rupee goes? 20% amount goes to interest and 35% amount we are borrowed. So this is the case. And we can expect one question on this. National Land Monetization Corporation. We can expect one question. What is the full form of this? National Land Monetization Corporation. Okay. So this is the news in the last 8 months because of India, government of India take a step. See the will undertake what is surplus of land, building assets of public sector enterprises and other government agencies. So whatever the land having this unused land in our railways have some unused lands, right? Some POs, public sector companies have some unused lands. So these lands are giving to private people to develop and they can increase the infrastructure. Okay, it is under finance. See that the 5,000 crores are already paid off capital for these limited companies. Okay, it is under news. So the very important one is, one more very important is this one. Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti National Master Plan. We can expect this question. What is Gati Shakti National Mission Plan? Right? So in this scheme, the government of India connecting 7 engines, they are identifying 7 engines. What are the 7 engines? The connectivity of roads, connectivity of airways, connectivity of airports, ports, mass transportation, waterways, and logistics. So here the government of India has fixed targets of 7 engines. So transportation, road connectivity, up to 25,000 kilometers for target is 2023. So the amount will spend 20,000 crores will be spent for this under development of highway network through under PPP model. So what is PPP ma? What is PPP? Public-private partnership model. Now government of India has to increase 25,000 kilometers with the investment of 20,000 crores with help of the private people. The second one is multimodal logistic parks. So it is under PPP model only. So in Hyderabad we have one plant under multimodal logistic parks. Okay, railways. So one nation, one products concept will be popularized, help with the local business and supply chain. So means the railways are very useful for distribution of goods and services. Goods. So 20,000 kilometer railway network will be. So this one is under, what is this? Kavach. Safety, right? And this is also news recently. Vande Bharat trains. So how many trains are there in Vande Bharat? How many trains, ma? 400. Have you heard these words?
No, sir.
విన్నారా ఈ పదాలు? ఈ పదాలు విన్నారా? ఇవన్నీ ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ గా మన మోదీ ప్రధానమంత్రి గారు వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. వందే మాతరం ట్రైన్స్, 400 trains. Recently one train is launched and 100 PM Gati Shakti cargo terminals also established. Okay, integration between the port, postal and railway networks. And the very important one is this one, Parvatmala. You know Sagarmala, but it's a road connectivity. So this one is Parvatmala. It is under National Ropeways for Development of Programs to promotion of these what we call tourism, connectivity, all this. Okay, seamless multi-modal movement of goods and people. So connectivity of road, ports, airways to increase our networking system. So that is in the news. You can remember what is Gati Shakti, what is the role of Gati Shakti, and what is the connectivities. Okay. And offline digital payment is also in news. So the word itself indicate offline digital payments without internet. How we can pay the amounts? We using this face to face. What is the model is proximity model. Without internet, without internet, we can pay the transfer the amounts. Okay, so anyone can read this one is also in news. Sati. So who was developer this app?
SEBI.
Yes, SEBI. What is the purpose? What is the purpose Sati app?
Investor of education, sir.
Investors education purpose. This app was developed by this SEBI. So recently, after pandemic, most of the young youth are entered the stock market. So without awareness, without knowledge, they are entered. The SEBI is a role for protecting their investors' interest. They are started this app. Okay, so you can remember this app who was developed, and also we can expect key points. Okay. So drone technology is also used in agriculture sector. Okay. So already I told you 400 Vande Bharat trains seats announced. Okay. This is also in news. And the very important one is this one, Forex reserves. It is in very news and recently because after this Sri Lanka issue. So everyone talks about India going to be Sri Lanka. Then what is the difference between India Forex position and Sri Lanka position? And what about the next Bangladesh? There is a big debate is going on. So what are these components of Forex, Indian Forex reserves? Forex currencies, foreign currency assets, gold, special drawing rights issued by the IMF, and reserve tranche position also included in our Forex currency reports. Okay, special drawing rights, it is under IMF issue. And single window model is not, it's not very important. IRDA. And the very important one is e-way bill, electric bill is there. Right, rupee dollar swap is also in news after this Ukraine-Russia war. Okay, so what is UPI? What is UPI?
Unified Payment Interface.
Yes, what is this ma? DigiSati? Who is launched the DigiSati UPI 123 Pay? Who is launched? So the RBI recently launched UPI future phones, non-smartphones called UPI 123 Pay. Okay. And year 24/7 helpline for digital payments, DigiSati. Okay. So recently it is in the news. We can expect one question. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 3 steps. And DigiSati is also there. And Deen Dayal Yojana, all this. And this is very important. We can expect, definitely we can expect the question on what is SWIFT. Why? Because it is a very big news in after this Ukraine-Russia war. What is the full form of this SWIFT? Anyone?
Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication.
Yes, we can expect one definitely this abbreviation or full form. Why? Because it is in the news. Because so India is using for alternative SWIFT. Okay, so whatever they see that US and Ukraine war, Russia-Ukraine war. So this SWIFT is it's interlinked with interbank transactions, right? So it is netting process. All banks are connected to SWIFT. So payment and receipts and payments are netting the remaining amount paid. So India's finance system has also access to SWIFT. Okay, so it is in the news because of this Ukraine war. What is market infrastructure? And see that IMIS. Reserve Bank Innovation Hub is also recent in news. Okay. And what is this? So to reducing this interest rate, what is Tejas?
Training for skills.
For Emirates jobs and skills.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So like these are the current affairs, recent current affairs related to commerce industry. So you can I take for 5 more minutes? Can I take for 5 more minutes? Is it okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. I will take 5 more minutes. Right. So it is also recent in current affairs related to economics, right? So this is energy credit line guarantee scheme. We also expect this as a full form, and Consumer Protection Acts. So here we can expect the question related to limit for state commission 50 lakhs to 2 crores, right? It is states, and district is up to 50 lakhs rupees. Okay, and statewide 50 lakhs to 2 crores. So like more than 2 crores is national commission. So we can expect one question on these. This is also recent news. And what is the Consumer Protection Act? Recent Protection Act 2019. We can expect what is the Consumer Protection Act 2019 is a business law or in current affairs. Okay, so Consumer Protection Act, consumers are option to fulfill the complaint electronically. So what is this? What is this app, ma? What is the portal? Portal name. What is the portal name? What is the portal name?
Dakhil portal.
Yes, Dakhil portal is related to Consumer Protection Act. It is in the news recently. It is in the news. Right. So you know the very well about Jan Dhan Yojana, right? It is also in news, Jan Dhan Yojana. And why it is news? Recently, 40 crores people are used this about 44 crore rupees. 40 crores account holders are there. It is in the news, and it is linked with scholarship, subsidies, pension, COVID relief, everything related to interlinked with Jan Dhan Yojana. Okay, so what are the basic term is bank, unbanked to all these are there. So Jan Dhan Yojana is eligible for direct benefit transfer. This is also we can expect on full form, and Awas Yojana, all these are there. So a cabinet note, mobile services to 7,287 villages. It is also news. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana is not in news. It is not related to our subject. And Bharat Gaurav scheme. Okay, it is in the news because of tourist circuits are there, and Pradhan Mantri is related to textile, government borrowings. So recently it is news. So always is it that after this Sri Lanka issue, everyone talks about the Telangana debt, the Andhra Pradesh debt, right? What about the government debt? How the government will debt? Is there fiscal deficit policy is also there? Okay, so it is government securities and treasury bills. So recent news in IBC. What is IBC?
Insolvency and bankruptcy.
Yes, insolvency and bankruptcy code. Earlier there are so different acts are related to insolvency and bankruptcy code, and like sole traders, like partnership firms or companies. Okay, different kind of. There are so many complications are out of which they are merging it. Only one act is there. So what is IBC Act? Which year it IBC Act is enacted?
2016.
Okay, 2016 Act is there, and IBC Act is there. Government sovereign bonds also there. What is the e-rupee? What is e-rupee?
Electronic rupee.
Cashless digital payment as well.
Yes, cashless digital payment. Cashless digital payment. It is we can use your QR code, SMS scanning, or e-voucher. It is e-rupee. Who is developer this e-rupee? That is a very important question.
NPCI.
We know e-rupee, but the question is they are asking who is developed? RBI, SEBI, like State Bank of India, or NPCI. Who is developed this e-rupee?
NPCI, sir.
Yes. Okay. Naturally, what we can do is we can select for, or we can answer this RBI. E-rupee means the government of India, and see RBI is same, right? So it is not like this. The correct answer is National Payment Corporation of India was developed this e-rupee. It is under news. Okay. And India's Industrial Land Bank. So recently it is also there. It is in GBS portal, and portal is there. Freeless cash scheme is also established recently in the news. Okay. And open networking digital commerce. It is also news. Okay. What is the green tax? Okay. What is the green tax? So whatever the old vehicles are there, more than 80 years, so green tax will be charged, will be waived, and the tax is called as a green tax. So it is under Ministry of Road and Transportation. Okay. And one more is, the definition of MSMEs, small and medium enterprises. So recently the definition is changed after this COVID. Okay. The limits are changed. And inflation targeting. So inflation targeting, in India is not only India, most of the countries in the world are suffering inflation. So we can expect how the inflation is calculated, and how it is calculated. Inflation is CPI index or WPI index. So CPI index is wholesale price index or consumer price index. So Government of India, Central Bank is RBI is retained 4% is consumer price index. It is in the news. Okay. And sovereign right taxation is also there. And first advanced estimations of GDP. What is GDP estimations? GAV estimations. And capital account convertibility is also in news recently. So India is announced only for current account convertibility, not capital account convertibility. So recently, in balance of payment, there are two broad divides are there. One is current account, second capital accounts. So current account we can easily convert. So what is convert? For example, any foreign company. So established, I think what is IKEA, right? Kia companies, right? Kia company. What is Kia company? What is Kia company?
It is a four-wheeler company, sir.
This is an automobile industry, right? It's auto industry. It is established on the board. For a year, they can, government is giving a lot of subsidy and electricity, freeing the land. There are so many subsidies are given to the government. So suddenly they can stop the company, stop this manufacturing units. Then what happened? The government of India allowed only for whatever they have cash, they can convert, but they can't allow to sell the plants. Capital asset is not possible to convert. Only current capital is converted. Right? In China is allowed for capital account convertibility, but India is not allowed. Still, it is news. Most of the people are asking for allow for capital account convertibility is under news. And India's public debts, see that debt is in terms of treasury bill, external assistance, short-term borrowings. Okay. And curves are there. We are not expecting these curves. And LLP, limited liability partnership is also in recent news. Can I stop, ma'am? Or they can ask any questions. What is SEZ? Special economic zones? Hello? Hello.
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is Airtel banking system is now a scheduled, right? We know Airtel Bank. Airtel Payment Bank is now in scheduled bank. Right? So Airtel Bank is the second scheduled bank RBI. 1934 Act. Airtel Payment Bank is there. Okay. So what is scheduled bank? The scheduled bank is listed in this second schedule of the RBI Act. Payment banks is also there. What is bad bank? What is a bad bank? So bad bank is in the news in the year 2011 budget. Government announced that we are going to establish a bad bank. It's not a name is bank. It is under asset reconstruction company name. Hello, Jansi ma'am.
Yes, sir. There is a problem, network issue.
Okay.
Yes, sir. If the students are willing, you can ask, sir. Otherwise, we can wind up the session.
Any doubt, just one? Any other? Can I stop?
Yes, participants, if you have any doubts, please you can raise your doubt.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, sir.
No doubt, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. All the students, please fill the feedback link because it is going to help us in the further planning like this session. So please fill that form. Now, I request Dr. V. Shirisha, Associate Professor of Commerce and Business Management, City College, to propose vote of thanks. Shirisha ma'am?
Yes, madam.
Yeah, ma'am, please.
Am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I, V. Sirisha, Associate Professor in Commerce, Government City College, here to propose vote of thanks. On behalf of Department of Commerce and Management, Government City College, I'm very much thankful to Dr. P. Balabhaskar sir for giving us the opportunity to conduct this program. The program is free online MCOM entrance coaching CEP GET 2022, and also I would like to thank Dr. K. Mallikarjun Rao sir, Assistant Professor in Commerce, Government City College, for acknowledging all of us about the general knowledge and current affairs, which is one of the topic for the CPGET 2022. And I'm also very much happy to thank all the staff who helped us in all the matters of all the technical matters. Last but not the least, I would thank our head of the department, Dr. Ratna Prabhakar sir, for conducting this program. I would also thank coordinator Jansi madam, convener Gajendra Babu sir, and also co-convener Mallikarjun sir. Last but not the least, I wish all the best to all the participants to achieve success. In